God bless you, assistant, you and your loved ones. We are uh, meditating, and at the same time, of course, we are preparing ourselves for our next meeting. We had our last meeting Sunday when we all got a chance to return to the first love, to return to that fire we received and we had in our beginning when there was no distance, as we spoke in the meeting, no distance, no obstacles, no difficulties, no nothing, no complaints, but only pleasure, only happiness, gladness of serving God, of obeying His voice, of helping people, of giving. The main concern of someone who is in the first love is to give. Remember when we spoke about the day when we received the baptism with the Holy Spirit. You remember that day, full of fire. You didn't think about other thing, but to give only, to serve, to help, to give a hand to those who were in need. But as time went by, many, they lost that fire because they changed the focus. If in the beginning, in the first love, their focus was to give, to do the will of God only, and ignore their personal will, now, after long time serving God, many have already, they had changed their focus. Now they focus more on receiving. They focus more on receiving than to give. This was the aim of the meeting, the last meeting that we have. And now, following the directions of the Holy Spirit, we are preparing ourselves for our next meeting called The Purpose of Life. I do believe, excuse me, let me show here. I do believe that you have your picture. This is mine, my picture that I've been praying every day. The picture of the altar, that's where I'm standing right now, here in the Bronx. I'm praying over this picture for this purpose. Praying for me, praying for you as well. I do believe you have already yours. You got yours is ready. But meditating about the purpose of life, see what the Holy Spirit says in the book of Romans chapter 8, verse 28. I'll write down here for you to know the reference. But I want you to listen and understand. He said, and we know that all things who work together for good, to those who love God, to those who have surrendered their all into God's hand, to those who are the called according to His purpose. What does it mean? What do we understand when we read this verse? Everyone that God has called, everyone called by Him, by the Holy Spirit, there is a purpose of life for that person. God doesn't call anybody. God doesn't give His Spirit to anybody unless He has a purpose for that person's life. So once you are called, not by men, once you are called by the Holy Spirit, you are called by God. God has a purpose for your life. Which purpose, you may ask? Bishop, which purpose? Do you want to know the purpose God has for your life? You have to pray every day. Consecrate your life. Separate yourself from everything, from everyone, from information, everything. The fast we spoke about, you're going to separate 1 hour. But go to a place where there is nothing to distract you. Don't take cell phone with you, or if you take, you turn it off. For you to be able to speak with God and to hear God's voice. Because He is the only one, listen carefully, God is the only one who can reveal to you the purpose of your life He has for you. But if you are busy with so many things mixed with a lot of your other things, a lot of your voice, a lot of your noises, how can God speak with you? He can't. So, use your faith accompanied by your intelligence that you have. Separate yourself. Be alone. As I'm here now, I'm alone. There's no one else here. My wife is not here. I'm alone here. And I can freely speak to God and hear His voice as well. So prepare yourself. When you pray, you hold the altar of your church. You have it. Pray over it. Lord, you have called me. You have chosen me. But up to now, I don't know the purpose of your life you have for me. Reveal to me, Lord, in this meeting we are going to have on April 1st. I want to hear your voice. And I'm ready to obey your voice. My friend, if you talk to Him, if you pray over it, sincerely, wholeheartedly, I've got no doubt that He's going to reveal to you what is the purpose of your life for you. All right? We are going to keep on talking more about it, but put it into practice. Meditate on it, work on it, and you'll see what God, the type of purpose He has for you. Excuse me. God bless you.